own these weapons. I may or may not have practice with these weapons, which is within my rights. This segment on weapons is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take this serious, but take your preparation serious. Please share your thoughts in the comments and be respectful. Thank you.
So welcome back. Welcome back to the part 3 segment for the Apocalypse series. In today's series, we are getting into our loadout and our skill sets. Bear with me. I'll be going through this pretty fast because I am excited. And let us know what you guys think. And tell me your loadouts as well, man. I know a lot of my guys are very excited for this segment, and I can't wait to hear what you guys' loadouts are as well. All right. First choice, bear with me, it is an AR-9. Before I get into why I chose an AR-9, please note that there are different versions of AR-9s. Please do your homework, do your research, and choose the best option for you and your family. Now, I do have a few little notes right here, but off the top of my head, I can honestly say that I'm going with an AR-9 specifically because, again, it has less recoil, just in case me or my family has to utilize this gun. Another reason why I'm also choosing the AR-9 is because, again, you can use the same exact 9mm ammo for my choice of pistols. And another great reason why I chose the AR-9 is because it definitely gives you a wide range of target, if that makes sense, up to about 150 yards. So again, as far as the primary goes, I'm going with the AR-9. My secondary weapon, I would actually choose the Glock 9mm, specifically because the Glock 9mm mags, you can also put those in the AR-9 as well. So again, it just better for me, it's smarter for me to just keep everything utilized. That way, if something jams, if I lose this weapon or whatever the case may be, I can easily still use those same mags for my secondary or my primary weapon. So again, I'm definitely going with the Glock 9mm, whether it's the 19 or the 17. A fun fact about the 17, great gun or whatever the case may be, but the Glock 19 in particular, you can actually use the mags for the Glock 17 with the Glock 19 as well. But for the Glock 17, you cannot use the Glock 19 mags for the Glock 17. This is my realistic options. Again, I've dealt with some of these guns. I've definitely practiced with quite a few of these weapons, but again, that's from my knowledge and my family's knowledge. Now, to step away from guns for a moment, another weapon of my choice, which will probably be hanging in the slip in my book bag or on my bulletproof vest, whatever the case may be, it will be an axe. Now, I'm not trying to say one of those big long axes like the fireman, even though that's probably the best option, one of those fireman axes. But again, I love a good axe. I actually practice chopping wood at home because we love a good bonfire in my house. You can also use the axe to break through locks, break through walls. You can use the axe for a lot of different things. Now, of course, it is more of a close range weapon. If we're talking zombies or just regular humans who are trying to rob you, trying to do whatever to you, again, it still could come in handy. If you're close range, if that's all you have left, it's still sharp enough to get the job done. You just have to practice with the axe because, again, it's not always just one swing and, boom, home run. Like, no, you probably going to have to, muscle your way out of a situation and strike again quickly, as fast as you can. Moving forward, one of my favorite options, probably of all of my weapons, is a shotgun. And in particular, a fully auto shotgun. There's a wide range of fully auto shotguns that you can choose from, but again, you always are going to have the option between the pump action shotgun a pump shotgun or a fully auto. In this matter, I would prefer a fully auto shotgun, specifically because you don't know what you're going to be facing. And again, I would rather have the full capacity strike as quick as possible. We don't know who we're facing. We don't know what's going on. So the faster we can shoot, the better off we might be to survive. A quick story of mine is about shotguns. This is just going back to kind of like my childhood growing up, just boys being boys. It was always me, my twin brother, and our best friend Carl. But I was always one of the bigger boys. You know what I'm saying? I always loved like the trucks and Hummers. Both of them were more into like the sports cars, Ferraris, and things like that. But as far as guns go, boys being boys, when we used to talk about guns and things like that, you had I can't remember off the top of my head which one, but one of them they always loved, double pistols. The other one always loved more of an assault rifle, AK-47, different little assault rifles like that. Me personally, I've always loved shotguns. So again, always loved shooting them. I've always been a fan of them. But again, in this case, as sexy as a pump shotgun sound, in this case, I gotta go with the fully auto. So again, man, I love a good shotgun, but that fully auto is gonna get the job done no matter who's in front of you. My family's behind me. I'm blasting everybody out the picture. Last but not least, something that I carry on the daily, but when I tell you it would be in each and every of my pocket and on my waist and tucked everywhere, are different combat knives. Okay, again, sort of for hunting, sort of for defense, cutting rope, whatever the case may be, but you have to have knives and you have to have multiple size knives as well. But again, in this case, we're talking about weapons, we're talking about defense. So again, a very good combat knife, a good tactical knife is going to be probably in my sock, wherever it needs to be. All right, so let's get into some of the skills that I have, okay? This is for me in particular, all right? Now, again, the first skill off the top of my head, and I think a lot of my friends and family would agree, is muscle, all right? I can be very durable when it comes to not only combat, but when we have to bust in doors or, when we're in a real tight situation, sometimes you're going to need that extra muscle to get through these things. Some more skills of mine is hunting, as far as just being very stealth-like, and again, when we got to eat, not everyone knows how to hunt, not everyone knows certain skills like that, so that can be very useful. Next, which I think is a very good skill set depending on anyone's situation, is marksmanship. The more you practice, the more you really get out there and just utilize your vision, your steadiness and things like that. That is going to get you very prepared for whatever the case may be. Next on this list is butchering. Butchering is definitely something that I can say I've been well equipped to, being a cook for so many years. And again, I love cooking. I love grilling and smoking. So that's just something that, it really just comes with the skill set. If you love to eat, you love to grill and smoke and things like that. So speaking of butchering, of course, you have to know how to cook these things as well if you're going to just do all the butchering, all the nasty work. So again, cooking the non-traditional way is something a lot of grillers, smokers, and people in general who love barbecuing and all, you have to learn how to do these things sometimes. So cooking a non-traditional way, rotisserie style, you got your fire with the wood and everything like that, but you also have to build something to be able to cook that meat or whatever. And last but not least, another good skill set of mine that I have is canning and gardening, thanks to my wife and my grandma. But those are some of the skill sets that I have that I believe is going to benefit me and my family, whoever else is in our group. So again, please comment, let me know some of your skill sets and what you would contribute to your group or your family in order to survive. We're talking about the apocalypse and all this stuff, but what are you practicing? What can you do in order to survive? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Hot diggity dog. This place is magnificent. An embarrassment of riches, as they say.
So I want to leave you guys with a few tips of mine that I feel like is very useful in these type of situations. So the first thing I want to advise everyone to do is to practice with the weapons of your choice that are in your household. I don't care if it's a kitchen knife. I don't care what it is. Practice, here and there, monthly, whatever the case may be, at the range. But again, like I said, with me, I chose an axe, which is why I practice, chopping wood and things like that. The next thing I would advise everyone to do is to slowly but surely start stocking up on ammo and even magazines. The next thing that I would advise people to do is, as far as if you have a family or just a wife or just a husband, have a monthly meeting. Just try to go over certain skills that you all could practice and learn and teach each other, rather you're watching YouTube or other sights and scenes and things like that. And last but not least on this list, which I highly suggest is, just in your everyday life, period, is exercising. All right, guys, when it comes to carrying the load, carrying all of this weight, again, I reviewed, as far as what you're going to wear, your food, supplies, weapons, all of these things are going to weigh you down, okay? So again, I highly suggest exercise daily, weekly, whatever the case may be. Again, you don't know when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to walk for miles in order to survive. But again, if you're dragging the whole group behind, all because you're gasping for air and you can't keep up because you're out of shape, then again, sometimes I might have to say tough love, all right? But we don't leave no man behind over here. So, hey, get in the gym, get in the weight room, whatever the case may be, because you got to be prepared for whatever. I appreciate everyone tuning into this episode. Please review the 3 parts of the Apocalypse series. Please comment. Let us know what you guys think and what you would do in order to survive.